Okay, people, here's your peerless prognosticator Edwin Learnard on NFL 2011 predictions for Week 3. My overall record for the first 2 weeks right now stands at 21-11, almost 66%. See if I could keep this up this week. First game, Jacksonville at Carolina. This is a battle between a 1-1 team and I believe an 0-2 team in Carolina. Carolina has been competitive in their 2 losses. Cam Newton has eclipsed 400 yards passing in both games. Jacksonville comes off a lackluster performance against the New York Jets where they managed to hold 3 points. Advantage Carolina. Cam Newton gets his first win as an NFL quarterback. Houston at New Orleans. Houston is 2-0 after a solid win against Miami last week. The Saints righted their ship by trashing the Chicago Bears. The Saints are 12-5 the past 2+ seasons at home. We would go with the home team in this one, the New Orleans Saints. New York Giants at Philadelphia Eagles. This has been a series dominated by the Eagles, winning 6 straight against the G-Men. The Eagles are on a mission to win the Super Bowl this season. They are also at home. Take the Eagles to win their 7th straight over the G-Men. Miami at Cleveland. Cleveland appears to be a schizophrenic team. They can't beat the hapless Bengals at home, yet they defeat Indy on the road. Miami can't seem to get on track, losing consecutive home games to New England and Houston. If the Dolphins can't win at home, I don't see how they can conceivably win on the road against Cleveland. Cleveland Browns in this one. New England at Buffalo. Buffalo has impressed the cynics by starting 2-0, defeating Kansas City and Oakland in consecutive weeks. Quarterback Tom Brady has been dominant for the Patriots, throwing over 900 yards combined in his first 2 games. New England has had Buffalo's number in recent years. Basically, they have, speaking of domination, they really have taken it to the Bills, unfortunately, winning by an average score of 29-12. This is going to be a matchup against the #1 offense, the New England Patriots, in yards per game, against the #1 scoring offense, the Bills. So something will have to give. I think New England, on virtue of their experience and being a perennial Super Bowl contender, they will beat the Bills, but it'll be close. Next game, San Francisco with Cincinnati. Cincinnati and San Francisco are both 1-1. San Francisco would have been 2-0 if not for squandering a 10-point lead late in the game against the Bengals. Against the Cowboys. San Francisco has a little better personnel right now. Go with the Niners in a close one. Denver at Tennessee. Tennessee in their defense is getting their swagger. Titans have only surrendered 14.5 points per game in their first 2 wins. Impressive in their last 2 games. An impressive victory over perennial Super Bowl contender Baltimore. Denver could have easily been 0-2, winning a nail-biter at home to Cincy. Titans win at home. This is my last game for the first part of my predictions for this week. Detroit at Minnesota. 2 teams going in opposite directions. Detroit is 2-0. Minnesota is 0-2. Detroit is 2nd in the NFL in scoring offense at 37.5 points per game. Minnesota is in the bottom 10 at 18.5 points per game. Detroit is also 2nd in points per game allowed at 11.5. Detroit possibly big over Minnesota.